Hi guys, it's been a while since I've uploaded anything, but I've recently bought myself a new toy, which is the GoPro 11 Creators Bundle. What you get for that obviously is the GoPro 11, the Volta battery pack come camera holder. It also acts as a remote, which you can use wired or wireless, so that's quite useful. But with the battery that you get with the GoPro 11, it's the, I think if I remember rightly, they call it the Ultra battery, which does last a bit longer than the normal battery. But with the Volta you can supposedly pretty much film all day, so we'll have to see about that. But yeah, I've got the media mod also attached, which is, it's got like an external microphone with like a wind muffler that you clip on. I've actually turned the wind noise reduction off on the camera just to see how effective that wind muffler is. So I thought I'd come for a little walk around the Mere. Long time since I've been around here, so it's changed a bit since I was last down here. Surprisingly, the Mere's still frozen, and it's been quite warm for a few days now. Lots of birds about, all the swans and whatever seem to be at the other side of the Mere, probably because that's the only part that isn't frozen still. So I can only imagine it must have been pretty thick, the ice here, while we did in the sort of deep freeze, as it were. So yeah, I should have come out a bit earlier really, because it was quite sunny earlier on. It's dulled off a bit now, but that's it, it's only a little tester, so we'll see how we get on. Looks like they've been cutting some trees back, because the last time I came round it was really overgrown. In fact, there's some workmen down there now. A young swan here trying to haul itself out of the ice. Yeah, there's a tractor and a few workers over there. I don't know whether they'll be from council or some private company, I don't know. We'll see. A little bit messy back there, a bit muddy. Let's wander through here. It's not the place it used to be years ago. 30-ish years ago there used to be a 5-minute bus service out here from Scarborough railway station. It was very popular with tourists, but there was things for them to do. There was the boating lake, which is there, the main lake. But I don't think we have any boats on it now. Just there's one over there near the island, which is obviously used just for maintenance, I suppose. This pond here was the ski pond. We used to have water skiing displays. There's the ski hut. It used to be an old wooden hut that sort of got into disrepair. The main guy that used to run it, I can't remember his name now, but he, I think he got Parkinson's and then some other sort of illness, and he died quite young. And I think since he died, the interest in the ski club diminished somewhat. But yeah, it used to be very popular out here. You could spend a day out here, there was lots to do. Outside there was the boating, Treasure Island, ski pond, putting green, big cafe, all sorts to do. A lot of people nowadays, I don't know if this is officially allowed or not, but like here we've got a little shrine to somebody. People seem to come and scatter their ashes out here. Anyway, it's quite a nice day. Shame about the chainsaws. I came out for a nice peaceful walk and there you go. Anyway, it's just a matter of giving this a little test really and grab a bit of fresh air. See what's what. Coming up here on the left, we've got a hole, which, okay, it's a hole, but obviously there's still some bottle digging going on. Years ago it was pretty big round here. The embankments all around the mere, both on this side and the railway side, they're full of old bottles and stuff like that. So I don't know whether originally it was some sort of dumping ground. But yeah, another couple of holes over there. But the bottle diggers used to come from all over. Used to turn up in like camper vans, and they'd stay for weeks. But the problem was, of course, they'd dig these massive holes. They wouldn't bother filling them in, so the council stopped them. But it's still going on a smaller scale by the look of it. Now this end here, this is like the south end of the ski pond. Big island in the middle there. I used to spend a lot of time here because bird watching, it was great. Just to get snipe, grebe, all sorts. I haven't seen any today, but I'll keep my eye out. And my father and myself, we used to come fishing down here. We used to come at this end, and this was like a separate little pond at the end here, which was nice to fish. Apart from he sometimes got flooded out by the speedboat if they were skiing. Here, look at the side of the pond, it looks like it's collapsing in. It all is. All this area is like a big, naturally, if it was left naturally, it would turn back into a marsh, I suppose. Years ago, back in early Victorian times, when the mere was created, it was actually created to drain the valley, because it was all pretty much a marsh. They dug the mere to drain it, which it does quite successfully. But every so many years they have to actually dredge the mere, because the silt still forms. If I can get that, I've just seen a tree creeper out back of this tree. Let's go and have a look, see if it's still there. No, looks like we missed him. So yeah, every so many years they do actually have to dredge the mere, because if they didn't, the bottom would actually, if you like, overtake the top with the silt, and it would become a marshy, boggy wasteland again, which wouldn't be good for a lot of reasons, because the area, the far end of the mere, the north end of the mere, Queen Margaret's Road industrial estate there, that would probably get flooded a lot more than it already does, because that too is built on top of what was the marsh. But anyway, it's quite nice around here. It's lovely in summer. You got the trees with the leaves and everything, and autumn time as well. We used to spend a lot of time down here as kids, fishing, walking, playing, building dens, all that sort of stuff. Kids of today don't do that sort of thing. Used to be a shelter here, and yes, it's still there. Thought that might have fallen into disrepair some time ago, but no, it's still there. I suppose the seat will, that's even got the seat inside it as well. A little bit of graffiti in there, nothing too offensive, surprisingly enough. Now here, going back around to the other end of what was the yacht pond but is now the fishing pond, because you used to be able to walk down there and there was a bridge across, and it looks like they've done away with the bridge. Let's have a little look. Oh no, the bridge is still there, but it's inside the fence, so you can't actually get out onto the island, but never mind. Because I used to spend a lot of time on the island there, bird watching, stuff like that. And this was the boating pond at this end here. All around this end there wasn't these big trees then. These trees seem to have shot up. I don't remember there being big trees like this, because around this corner, around the bottom end here, there was a what would you call it, like a platform over the water where you launched your boats from, and there's a really good boating there. Anyway, we'll wander on. I don't know why they fenced it off really, unless it's to keep predators out that will take the fish. I don't know. I wouldn't have thought, I mean, mink will take fish, but the size of the holes in this mesh, I wouldn't have thought that they would keep mink out, to be honest. But whatever, I suppose they know what they're doing, don't they? I don't know what these yellow cables are for. I don't know. They're just going straight across to the other side and they go all the way down. Unless I don't know. I'll have to see if I can find out about that. I know one or two guys in the fishing club, so I'm sure somebody will be able to tell me. The only thing I can think of is that maybe they are swim markers. If you get people arguing about who swims where and what have you, if they get a match on or something, I suppose, you know, you can fish between the yellow markers, that is your swim. I don't know. But Yeah, they've certainly developed it around here. They've put some nice standings in for the fishermen. Used to be just sort of grass, and it did used to get very muddy. Now this here must be, I don't know, club headquarters, I suppose. There's the club rules on there. Open door to dusk, day tickets purchased on the bank, only one rod, maximum hook size 10. Okay, barbless only, strictly no braid, no bite alarms. No anglers must, all anglers must carry fish care kit, yeah. No keep nets, etc. No mention of the yellow cables. There goes a train going past. This wooden walkway around here, which is great because this area here used to be the muddiest area really, and sometimes a year, unless you had wellies on, you couldn't walk around. You just couldn't walk around. You had to walk on the road up there where you could see the council vehicles and what have you, because it used to be just ankle deep in mud. Terrible, but there you go. It'll be knocking off shortly. What time are we on? It's 20, I don't know, maybe another hour. But I suppose it'll work after dark around here. These bridges are fairly, although they've got lichen going on, they look quite old. They are actually fairly new. They used to be really fancy, ornate bridges with quite a high hump, if you were. But they've long since rotted away and disappeared, I suppose. But at least they've replaced them with something. So we're now going down what I would call the backside of the mere, down by the side of Mere Lane. The ducks there. Now, it's pretty frozen over here. I thought it looked to be clear around here, but still quite a lot of ice. Now the island over there in the middle, don't know if you can see, that was the Treasure Island. You can still see the remains of, I think it was like a little helter-skelter or something there. And the Hispaniola, which now runs from the harbour, giving little pleasure cruises across the bay, used to be moored up at the end there where the cafe is, and it was like a little pirate ship, brought you to the island, and the kids had to find all the hidden treasure, as it were. Quite a big attraction. But yeah, days gone by. Swans here, but there don't seem to be as many as what there used to be. I don't know whether swans, I don't think swans migrate, but certain times of year I've noticed there's a lot of swans on here. Properties there up on Mere Lane. So yeah, it's nice to walk around here. I haven't been around for years really, many years. Even though I live just across the road. I used to come round with my dog like, but since I lost her, getting on for, I don't know, 15 years ago. Probably only been round a couple of times. Swans here. I'd say the water level's up a little bit. It's that row of rocks there, you can see is the edge. That used to be always. Where he's going to land. Going for a shock if he tries to land on ice. No, not as daft as he looks. But yeah, the water level used to be a foot down, something like that. But looking at these fishing platforms, it looks as if this is maybe the normal water level. I don't know. I suppose they can control the water level at the end there with the sluice gates. But, I don't know. I'll have to make some inquiries about that. Not as much bird life as I expected, really, to be honest. There used to be a lot of geese. A lot of geese. I mean, there's a few geese down here on the path, but Canada geese and whatever, there used to be lots. When people walked around, they used to more or less, you know, crowd around people, looking to see if they've got any food and whatever. But I don't know. They'll maybe go somewhere else in the winter. I don't know. So a few swans here, look. All looking at me as if to say, come on, give us something to eat. Unfortunately, I've not brought anything for them today. They reckon, I don't know if it's true, but they reckon that a swan can break a man's arm with its wings. I don't want to have a wrestle with one just to find out. You'll see at the end, the original cafe was knocked down. Probably 20 years ago. Recent years, maybe 5-10 years ago, somebody put this wooden shed up. It's still quite popular, I think, even this time of year. This here was the jetty where the Hispaniola used to set off from. Got it all gated off now. Whether it's not safe, I don't know. Shame. In a lot of ways it's a shame it's got to how it is, because it's not the sort of attraction it used to be, but then again in another way it's gone back to nature, so it's not so bad. This area here used to be the putting green. Now it's a bit of a picnic area, and I'm thinking that somebody have a couple of inflatables up over there. Looks horrible now, like, but I dare say in the summer it's maybe okay. Well, that's about it for the walk around the mere. It's been okay, it's been nice. I'll catch you all later.